What's going on, guys? I am here with a quick video today showing you how to get the item Berserk Gene in Pokemon Gold and Silver. So Berserk Gene is one of my favorite items personally in all of Pokemon history. It's an item very closely related to Mewtwo in that it was left over from the Mewtwo experiment in Cerulean City. So naturally you're going to want to fly to Cerulean City and you'll talk to this man here. You don't have to talk to him to do it, but it's pretty cool because he gives you a little bit of lore about how Mewtwo used to be here and that they closed the cave down, or there was a cave in or something of that nature. And then his item finder will go off, and if you actually follow where he's looking, you will be able to get the item. So Berserk Gene is a hold item, and if you're not really familiar with hold items in competitive battling, it basically you can give it to your Pokemon, and then when you send it into battle, it'll increase its attack. But however, it'll also confuse your Pokemon that you boost. So the cool thing about this is that its stats don't really do what the item describes it as, and I'll show you that once we read the description of the item. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to surf down and go into this little corner over here until we're lined up with the man with the item finder, and then right before the wall we will find the Berserk Gene. So now let's take a look at the item itself. The item is just a regular old hold item. However, it says it boosts your attack but causes confusion. Now, if you look in any guide that they made about the game, and even on several websites that are still currently very popular but out of date for some reason on this particular item because it never got much exposure, and it was only in this generation, it says it maxes your attack and confuses the user. So this would lead anybody that follows stat boosts and competitive and all that stuff to believe that you would get +6 attack from this item, and then your Pokemon would be confused for however the confusion is, 2 to 4 turns or 2 to 5 turns or whatever the duration for confusion is. However, you only get +2 attack, so the same as a Swords Dance, and you get confused permanently, or what they consider to be permanent in being 256 turns, which is the most you can possibly code an item to last for in this game. So let's take a look at it. We'll send it out into battle and we'll see how it activates. There is no way to actually heal confusion other than like if you were to manually use an item. But if you're using it in-game, it's probably a bit of a waste. Usually you'll want to use it in like the Crystal Battle Tower or in a competitive battle. So we'll see Berserk Gene activate, and it's actually one of the few items that activates when you first send out a Pokemon. And that's why it's one of my favorite items really in the game. So, and then as you can see, we get confused there, which is all good. And then we'll just decimate some Pokemon. So really, Berserk Gene doesn't get too much spotlight or highlighted anywhere in like the Pokemon universe because it was only in this generation, and the only other game it was in other than Gold, Silver, Crystal was Pokemon Stadium 2, and Pokemon Stadium 2 actually had it coded incorrectly in that it gave you +2 attack, but it confused you for the normal amount of turns, so it was way better than it was in the handheld game. So in particular, there was a Little Cup trainer in Pokemon Stadium 2 that had a Rattata with Berserk Gene, and it was coded not only to have regular confusion, but to never hit itself in confusion while it was confused. So basically, it was just a really hard challenge you had to get around with a, really strong quick attack Rattata, which is very, very difficult. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just want to show you guys how to get Berserk Gene. I know it's not like a really big, special tutorial and stuff like I've been covering, but I just wanted to make a video on one of my favorite items in the game, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.